Are you ready to upgrade to the home that fits your family best? Take the first step of that process by giving my girl Stacy Westfall a call. She's partnered with Apple Tree Realty in Howard County, where they have the knowledge and resources to help you reach your goals. Stacy has quickly become a successful realtor in our area, and I am so proud of her. She's not just a friend of mine, she's also a mother and a local firefighter. Buying and selling a house is stressful, and having someone professional and trustworthy in your corner can make all the difference. Give Stacy a call today at 765-461-1243 and follow her on Facebook at Stacy Westfall Realtor.
This is Jonathan Keith, and you're listening to Missing Midwest, a true crime podcast about those that have gone missing. Today's story is only 6 months old, and it's about a 56-year-old cancer patient who went out to get the mail, but never came back. Someone knows something.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah,
Okay.
it is sad.
I'm interested.
Goodness.
Where's it at?
We're going to Minnesota.
Okay.
Minnesota. Got a lot of followers up in Minnesota. Shout out to Minnesota.
Is this missing or murdered?
This is missing.
Missing. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So we're talking to everybody.
Yep.
Everybody.
Yep.
Subscribers and people that should be subscribers.
Yep. We told you we were back, and we're back.
We're back.
This is 2 episodes in a row.
And also,
This is the first time we've done 2 Missing Midwest episodes in a row in like a couple months.
yeah,
It's been rough going.
We're recorded. We're like ahead. We're ahead of schedule. We got some even backlog for you.
Yeah,
So
we've been
don't
working.
worry,
We've
we're
been
not going
grinding.
anywhere.
We've been trying to take advantage of the times that Raylan sleeps.
Literally,
We're
if
here
you're
for it.
sleeping, I'm working on Missing Midwest.
Yep. But
It's
if
not
they're
very often that she's sleeping, so I'm going crazy if you see me in public. Sorry.
on the off chance that it comes across again where we are not able to do a Missing Midwest episode, you can bet that we're gonna have that Murdered Midwest episode. Subscriptions are only $5. We're over 60 bonus episodes. If you signed up for subscription for $5, you would, all those little locks that you see when you get on there, they'd be gone. You would have access to all of those episodes,
And you would
60
also be
plus.
supporting us
Yeah, you'd be supporting us,
and our
and
children,
we appreciate
our
that.
lives, and
Or see,
we've grown accustomed to things like food and shelter. So your contribution is appreciated.
and in the Keith household, we have Christmas on December 25th.
Oh my god.
Then we have Roman's birthday in January. Then we have Truman's birthday in February. And then in March,
Raylan's birthday.
we have
We
Raylan's
literally had our
birthday
kids.
and Kayla's birthday.
Yeah.
Like bang, 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 bang.
Yeah. We had our January, February, March babies
Yeah.
after Christmas. Super
did.
fun. Don't recommend. Anything else?
Sweater weather. It's sweater
Merch.
weather. And it's fun seeing merch. Shout out to the Kramer family. She got a husband did it sweatshirt.
The
for
husband
Christmas.
did do it.
The husband probably.
The husband probably. That's what the sweatshirt says. The husband probably did it because more than
I worked
likely-
so hard to get that probably put on there.
No, literally, our entire lives together regarding true crime, I have said the husband did it, and Johnny's always like, he probably did it. And so we had to put it on a sweatshirt because he worked so hard to get that probably.
I think
in
it took
there.
me like 7 years of marriage to get Kayla to say,
Probably.
I'm probably like, I'm always right. I'm always right.
I am always right.
We've been
I'm
married.
Probably always right.
It's not always. I'm probably right. I had to work for that.
My husband. Probably
Anyways.
did it.
Let's talk about the future here a little bit. Valentine's Day is coming up.
I'm so excited. Okay, as we're recording this, earlier today, I decorated for Valentine's Day because January is Valentine's Day for me. I love Valentine's
Yeah.
Day. Actually, I like low-key one of my favorite holidays. I don't know if it's because we have a flower shop.
I mean, it wasn't one you hated Valentine's Day before the flower shop.
That's true. Okay, so owning a flower
yeah.
shop has definitely influenced it. It's so much fun. It is. I do everything that I do at 100 miles per hour. I talk fast, walk fast, work fast. And Valentine's Day is like the
fastest work.
week of the year. Well, okay, so Valentine's Day is the busiest day. Mother's Day is the biggest week, and December is the biggest month in the flower shop world. And so Valentine's Day is the one day where like everyone's matching my vibe. We are freaking running and rushing, and it's like
I always love it because
somebody wants a dozen red roses and pink roses, and it's just there's literally we order 1,500 red roses plus all the colored it's just so much fun.
It reminds me of like game day. Like when we get up
so much preparation.
When we get up on Valentine's Day morning, it's like, okay, you know.
Yeah, so our flowers.
Get your coffee and get your mind right.
So Valentine's Day is on February 14th, and it's a Friday, and the flowers will come in on Monday. We have one truck that comes on Monday and one truck that comes on Tuesday, and it is a 3 to 4 person job for the entire like 8 to 9 hours each day just to get the flowers processed, because when they come in, they're in boxes and they're all wrapped in paper and plastic. So you have to unwrap them and you have to cut them. And then each different flower has to stay in water for different amounts of times. And so you're constantly like, it starts on Monday, the craziness. And it is just like preparation, like making sure we're posting and making sure we have the ribbon and the chocolate and the bears and the balloons and the helium for the balloons. And it's seriously so much fun. And then come the card messages. For some reason, you all think if you order online,
I'm going with nobody on this podcast, listening to this podcast, is pulling this right here. Mostly ladies listening to us right here, I would say.
Okay, well, for some reason, people think when they order online that nobody's going to read your card message. Like, it just goes through, like, some computer and magically, like, and it does. The computer does the work, but, like, I still make the flowers, and I have to physically, like, put the card on there, and I just out of habit, and I know a lot of the designers that work at the store, like, I would say all of us usually read the cards. It's a habit, because, like, if I'm making flowers for, like,
part of the story. You're part of the story.
Like, no, not even that. Just like happy 90th birthday, Esther. Like, I'll probably put like baby's breath and carnations and do like something pink and cherry. But if I'm doing like, sorry, your dog died, I'll do like something more like low key, you know? And so like, I always read the cards. It helps you like design what you're making. But like, nice tits, happy Valentine's Day, you guys, like, that was the most PG card I could have said right now. It is
I was worried which example you were going to use.
It's wild, it's hilarious. And when we get a good, like, all the designers, because we have to call in extra people to work, and so we're all in the room, and we just yell out the card messages, and we shame you. I'm sorry, but we do. First names only. To each other anyway. Just kidding. I would never tell. It's all secret, but you know. Actually, I did the Valentine's Day Hall of Shame last year, and I posted some of them on Facebook. No names, no.
All anonymous.
But it was hilarious. I had one guy came in, and he was like, "Is this the flower shop that's posting the raunchy card messages?" And I was like, "Yes, it is." And he was like, "I want to order, and I want mine to get posted." And I was like, "Let's see what you got. Like, write it down." So it was fun. It's a good time. It's my favorite day. Plus, our whole family's there. So Johnny's dad delivers.
I take the day off of school.
Johnny takes the day off of school. My sister takes her day off work. My brother, he doesn't help, but he's lead. And then Johnny's mom usually comes in and helps. And then my dad gets like all his buddies and friends, because we have to have like 10 delivery drivers, at least. And it's just so fun. So if you need Valentine's flowers, give us a call. And if you don't need Valentine's flowers, actually you do, and you need to give somebody a call because it's Valentine's Day.
Yeah, and also I want to throw this out there to all my dudes listening: order early. Do not wait until Valentine's Day. Also, since it's a Friday this year, you'll be in double trouble because the whole week there is no like saving you. Like once like if you wait till Friday, you're getting whatever the flower shop has, whether that's our flower shop or a different one. Whatever's left is what you're sending her. If you get online, you see something like, oh, that's awesome, I want her to get that, order that ahead of time, because you're going to run out. I can't tell you how many times I'm working the desk on Valentine's Day and a guy comes in, he's like, I want this. I'm like, dude, that's been gone for 2 hours.
No. Sir. Yeah. You don't get, so on Friday, you actually don't get to like pick what you want. At that point, we're like, it's designer's choice. And
we're going to make it pretty for you.
Make it pretty, but you do not get to tell me what color roses or flowers or whatever you want, because I'm giving you whatever I have left.
I mean, the earlier you get in there, the more freedom you're going to have. But the later you go, it's more like, it's so crazy. And it's just like, dude, we got you on the flowers. Trust us to make it pretty, but we got to do our thing. So, yeah.
Yeah, because our office girl, Mina, she's our trusty office lady, and she makes sure that all the people that ordered first, she gives those orders out first. So we make those first. So you're guaranteed to get the flowers that you ordered if you pre-ordered. Mine, I'll make sure of it. But if you wait last minute, like, sorry.
Yeah.
And the best part is the guys that come in at like 3 o'clock on Friday.
There. I'm there with them every year.
I'm like, I have...
Listen, bro, I'm just going to tell you like it is. You need to
get 2 roses and one of them is broken. And they're like, I'll take it.
Yeah. Like, we're going to take care of you today. Next year, you need to do this earlier. All right, can I get to my story now? I feel like that was a long one. Oh, one more announcement, real quick. I'm going to be super quick about it. Fam, we hit 30,000 downloads.
30,000
That's amazing.
downloads? That's awesome.
That's amazing.
Thanks, guys.
You probably saw us post about it earlier this week. Follow us on Instagram or Facebook, but that's a big deal. We also have one episode that has eclipsed 1,000 downloads just in and of itself, Lauren Spear. One of our earliest episodes. But yeah, that episode alone has eclipsed 1,000 downloads, and that's pretty cool. I mean, that's a lot of people.
Bo Digital is the secret ingredient you need for success in marketing your small business. From logos and flyers to social media and videos, Bo Digital can create the marketing you need to set yourself apart. Oh, and they build websites too. Not only do they help my small business, but did you know that they help many others around Kokomo too, including Solidarity Community Credit Union, the Lindy Owsley and Chanel Cahill Real Estate Team, Hope Behavioral Services, and even the Kokomo Symphony. Let Bo build a custom plan for you today. Learn more at bowdigital.com. That's BOWE digital.com.
So today's case, like I mentioned in the intro, this one's only 6 months old.
What?
Yes. And it's up in Minnesota. We got a lot of love up in Minnesota.
How are you even doing? Is there enough information to be doing a case?
You know, I mean, it was like I was scraping. I mean, it was a deep dive on this one, but there's some relevant information that I feel like our fam up in Minnesota, I want to tell it. I want to tell a story.
I was going to tell you, actually, there's a lot of cases right now of people that have been missing, and it's like 6 months or less, and it's like, I don't want to do them as a case, but then, because there's not enough information, but like it's like it needs to be heard too. So I don't know, maybe we should do like a mini series, like little cases that are like 20-minute episodes, because that's all that we have currently.
Yeah, I mean, there's not a ton. There have been some updates. Okay. So and my off the wall theory that we'll get to at the end is kind of why I decided, like, yes, I'm doing this case.
Okay, bring it.
All right, so we're in Randolph Township up in Minnesota. Randolph has a population of 755 people. It is about 40 miles south of Minneapolis along Highway 56. No, Dollar General. I was getting ready to say, it's just outside of Cannon Falls. Like you could group it in with Cannon Falls.
The Dollar General's there?
No.
Excuse me?
No. There is not a single Dollar General in Randolph or Cannon Falls, but there is one in Northfield, which is about 13 miles away.
I can't drive 13 miles to the Dollar General.
I was going to say, our current drive to Dollar General is like 8 miles.
It's a little too
8
far.
miles. So yeah, 13 up there.
I was there today.
I was there today too.
You were there?
Yep, I did.
I was there.
Look at us. So in June of last year, 2024, 56-year-old Nikki Anderson underwent a double mastectomy. Did I say that right? Mastectomy. She had been battling breast cancer for almost 2 years, and they believed that the surgery was a critical step into getting her to a cancer-free life.
Okay.
So they decided to do that, and she would still have to do chemo treatments for like a little bit over a month after that. I don't know if it was like 6 weeks or something like that. 56. 56. Yep. So, and again, at this point, she's been doing chemo treatments for like 2 years. All right. So on July 6th, Nicole, friends called her Nikki, was about 2 weeks from finishing the final round of chemo. Like, I can't imagine how, like, that feeling, you're like, oh, I'm just, again, doing it for 2 years. Like, get me there, you know? And so during this 2-year stint, she's been through a lot. She actually has been living with her mom to kind of help her get through a lot of the stuff she's been going through. And so on that day, July 6th, she told her mom, it was like 9 o'clock in the morning. She's like, hey, I'm going to go get the mail.
Okay.
She's never been seen or heard from again.
From getting the mail?
From getting the mail.
Where was her mailbox? In a different town?
No.
What?
In her driveway.
How long was the no one? What?
Yeah.
So many questions. Go.
Yeah. I mean, I go get my mail every single day.
I've never considered it like a risky situation.
No, me neither. I know that's like part of the like whoa for me on this case. I can't imagine being her mom. I mean,
seriously, though, how long was the driveway? Did you find
I didn't find like how many feet, but it's like it didn't seem like
see it from the house.
I assume like so we're gonna talk about.
People have driveways that are like down a lane.
So I couldn't see. So she has. So there's a Ring camera involved.
Okay.
But the Ring camera is like at an angle where you can't see the end of the driveway. So yeah, we'll get to that in a little bit. But like, I just can't imagine like being her mom and being like, hey, I'm gonna get the mail. Like, okay, like see you in 60 seconds. And then, like, I know when I go get the mail, like, sometimes I might go to my truck, I might go to the garage, get sidetracked. Like, so it's like, at what point is it like, are you nervous? Like, not 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, oh, yeah, maybe she's in the bathroom, you know? But then, like, 30 minutes, like, wait a minute.
Yeah, something's up.
Like, and I tried to find what time she actually called the police, and I couldn't find that. But she was reported missing that day. Yeah. I mean, obviously.
Right.
But, like, I just can't imagine, like, that moment where the panic starts to sit in. Like, she didn't come back in from getting the mail.
And you're at your own home on your own property.
Yes.
So there's, like, not immediate panic at all.
Sure.
Because you live here.
Maybe she decided to water the flowers. I don't know. It's July. You know, like, So the Ring doorbell picked her up at 8:54, going out the front door. And like I said, from the angle, you can't really see the driveway. You just kind of see like the side yard. You can see her car's parked there. Like you can see like her, like she didn't take her car. She didn't take her phone. She didn't take her keys, glasses, wallet, daily medication that she had to be taking while on chemo. She was getting the mail.
Back, yes.
Yeah, she literally just walked out there to get the mail and did not come back. Police perform an extensive search of the property outside Nikki's home. Found nothing. I mean, they use canines, they use drones, helicopters, volunteers, everything they could. They found nothing.
So they like immediately believe.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like they're like, I mean, how could you think of runaway or anything like that? Like she doesn't have anything.
Well, that's good. They didn't get serious.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like I was like happy to read
dogs
this.
Had to have been able to like find a scent.
No, there wasn't. I mean, other than like her property.
So like, she must have gotten in a vehicle. Like
you think like, I guess like it had to have.
I mean,
or somebody took her. I mean, that's.
Did it say the dogs like?
The dogs never found anything outside of her property where she was every day. So there was no like.
But if it like abruptly ended, then.
I mean, they went all over her property because that's where she walked. She watered flower. Like there was.
Like a line.
Yeah, and so I believe in the dogs too. Like dogs couldn't figure this out. But yeah, so they actually at one point they did find a slipper, and it was like, oh, that's like one of the slippers that Nikki wore. So like people were like, oh my gosh.
Was she wearing it
but they were able to rule that out. Like it was somebody else's slipper. Like it was just similar to one that she had. Yeah, so like they literally found nothing like in all of the searches around her property and extended and everything.
So literally just someone just snatched her.
Yeah. And so then it's like, who could do this? Like who possibly could do this? So of course they look at not the husband, but the boyfriend. And so he becomes person of interest number one.
Naturally.
And it just so happens that he has a warrant out for his arrest.
Oh.
For violating parole, which I couldn't really find deeper. We'll kind of get to it in a second. But like 4 days after Nikki went missing on July 10th, they carried out a search warrant at 48-year-old Matthew Suttle's house. The arrest warrant was for a felony account. So, like, he's going to jail. And it was in a neighboring county. And so he actually, as soon as, like, they're looking for his girlfriend and all this comes up, and he surrenders immediately. He's like, no, like, I have nothing to do with Nikki. Like, we need to find Nikki. Good. He surrenders, which is going to put him in jail for an extended period of time here. Mm-hmm. But, like, he cooperates fully with police. They were able to question him thoroughly, and they cleared him fairly quickly. And he was like, even though he was himself arrested, and I believe is still in jail. From my last source, which was from a couple months ago, like he was still in jail.
Wow.
So, but like I said, surrendered, did everything he could to like help them find Nikki, from what I can tell.
Okay.
And so yeah, like, but that was, I mean, obviously when you hear boyfriend.
No, for sure.
Arrest warrant, like,
Did you find out what he had been arrested for?
I didn't. And I don't know if they were like trying not to get the waters muddied in all the articles I read, because none of them mention it. But I mean, they were like, we can clearly say he has nothing to do with Nikki's case.
Okay. Who's next?
So then another person of interest, which I don't think he's ever actually officially listed as a person of interest, but Nikki's brother is this freaking guy. So apparently she had a stalker. According to the brother, which the boyfriend's in jail, so it's not like he's making public statements and articles or anything like that. But Nikki's brother's like, no, there was this guy in the area who would pose as a woodcutter and come say like, hey, he's looking for work, and like he's doing this project in our neighborhood, like all this stuff. None of that ever came to be true. Like he did not have a job in the neighborhood. Like he was just there walking around like lying about this.
To be close to Nikki?
According to the brother. But like, I don't know. They look into him, and like early on, the police like didn't take this seriously, and the brother was like very upset and loud about it. Eventually, Dakota County Sheriff Joe Lecco said that they have talked to this guy, but they aren't solely focused on him. Like they're like, we've talked to him. They don't view him as a suspect or even a person of interest. Okay. But like the
just
brother
being creepy like that gets you to be a person, maybe not a suspect, but a person of interest.
Right.
Sure.
Well, and it's like so I don't know if like
sketchy,
I don't know if he like had an alibi for that day or like whatever it was, but like he doesn't reach like this guy done it mentality, at least for the police. But the brother like still fully believes he's responsible, and he's not happy. The rest of the family is not happy about the lack of communication between law enforcement and family. But then again, like this is a 6-month case right now. Like they should be holding stuff close to the vest at this point.
Yeah.
So like, you know, they've been pretty outspoken about their frustration, and I get it. It's really hard when there seem to be no answers and your sister's missing and you're just frustrated with the situation. But like,
sorry.
Yeah.
Raylan woke up. She's joining us. Either that or we can't record. So she's
yeah.
here.
Yeah.
She'll probably have an opinion.
Right. Keith girls seem to do that. But like I give police credit. Like they acted fast. They didn't do the whole she probably ran away thing.
It sounds like they're doing their jobs.
They threw all the bells and whistles at the search. You know, they never mentioned to run away publicly or anything like that, which I appreciate. I always hate when it's like one of the first things people say. And there are detectives actively working this case. This isn't, and again, 6 months. We're not talking like
literally this past July.
Yeah. It's not one of those situations where it's like it's been years and no movement. You know, like we're in a short time window here.
Still working.
Yeah. And so, you know, I don't see the police doing anything negative in this point. I understand why the family's frustrated. It's a scary situation. But this is a statement from Sheriff Lecco that I felt was fair. He said, despite the family and public feeling they are not receiving updates on our efforts, that does not mean we are not diligently working this case. Yeah. It is under investigation, and we cannot share details that could jeopardize the case. Fair. That includes sharing investigative information with the family, unfortunately. We have been in contact with Nikki's brother and mother almost daily, updating them on what we can share. Oh. So to me, that says they know more than they're sharing, and they're trying to help the family. So like
staying in contact with almost daily, what more can you really ask
I
for?
feel like especially murdered cases, good. There's been a few cases in the recent times where it's like, we're mad at the police. You know, this one is not one of those. Okay. But like, honestly, like that's pretty much like where the case sits right now. And like we mentioned at the beginning, we don't normally do cases this fresh. There are no new leads or clues that have been available to the public. However, you know, I would say that I've been doing a lot of digging myself, just looking any rabbit hole I could get in.
So like no enemies or anything?
No. I mean, she's like I said, a 56-year-old cancer patient. She's
2 weeks from being cleared of cancer.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, tell me about it.
I will say that there was initially a $5,000 reward for information.
Okay.
For Nikki's whereabouts. Thanks to some private parties, that amount was recently up to $45,000.
Oh, dang!
Yeah, so
private parties
big time. There. Yeah, and like I said,
this is so new. Like,
yeah,
Minnesota people.
6 months. Yeah, and
no witnesses.
No, nothing.
No suspects. No witnesses. No shady lifestyle. No shady past except the ex-boyfriend.
Nothing.
What?
And it wasn't ex-boyfriend. That was her current boyfriend, yeah.
Who had a past. I wish we knew what he had been arrested for.
I know.
It's got to be public record. You didn't find it?
I mean, like, once they cleared him, I was kind of like, okay, well.
Okay, but like, look in my case in Indiana, there's probably...
Well, I don't really want to drag him through the mud here since he didn't do anything bad in this situation.
Sorry about you, dude. Your significant other comes up missing, you're getting drugged somewhere through the mud.
All right.
I'm sorry. If I was doing the case, I'd find it.
All right.
Maybe I'll find it. Stanley Cleaning Company has an exciting new service they are offering, and I can't wait to tell you about it. Laundry. Yes, they will come to your house, and for $15 a load, they will pick it up, take it, wash it, dry it, fold it, and bring it back to you. This is something I have dreamed about since I became an adult and started doing laundry on my own. Hit them up and get your place cleaned and your laundry done by my friends over at Stanley Cleaning Company. You can find them on Facebook or give her a call or a text at 765-860-3606.
So the reason that I want to do this case I'm going to become a person that the police hate for a moment. In terms of like I'm sure they just have the biggest side eyes and like, you gotta be freaking kidding me. Anytime somebody tries to link 2 cases that shouldn't be linked.
Yeah.
And so I'm not.
You're gonna link 2 cases?
I'm not like screaming it from the rooftops. I'm not like, how are they missing this? Like, I'm not like going on a crazy conspiracy theory.
Low key armchair detective.
I'm just gonna let be known some observations that I made through this deep dive here.
Now, did you find like this is a connection that you like found? Or
this is a Jonathan Keith connection. This is no articles have been posted about this.
Oh my god!
I don't know if anybody has made this connection. I don't know if there is a connection.
Okay.
It's just an observation that I made in my search here. Okay. And we have a lot of followers in Minnesota, so I want to put this out there, especially in Minneapolis. Minneapolis is one of our top 5 cities in terms of like outside of Indiana. It's one of our top 5 cities.
I know they usually pop up on the top.
So shout out to Minneapolis. I care about you. So here we go. All right. So in this search of mine, where I'm trying to find more information because there's not much, I stumbled upon a Facebook page listing missing person cases in Minnesota.
Okay.
One of the first posts I see, when I first saw it, honestly, I thought it was like a younger picture of Nikki. Because, again, Nikki's been through cancer. Like, she's 56. Like, when I first saw the picture, I was like, wait, was that her? And scrolled back. And now, to be honest, like, as I've actually compared the picture, they're not that similar. Like, I wouldn't be like, oh, these are sisters or anything like that. Okay. But like, you know.
Can I see them?
Yes.
Okay. Just 2 blonde women?
It's 2 blonde women, like one's 41,
younger.
One's 56. Again, I thought it was like a younger picture of her, possibly.
Okay, I can see that.
Okay, yeah, and so then it was just, but it was just
not,
like,
not like, yeah, like I don't see them. They're sisters, but they are both blonde women.
Yeah, like 40s, 50s, like 40,
50-year-old blonde women.
And so like it was kind of like, oh, like just caught my attention. So then I was like, oh well, let's read about this girl. Mm-hmm. And there's some pretty like wild similarities, I think. So her name is Elizabeth Mead. She went missing from Columbia Heights, which is in Minneapolis.
From where, Nikki?
About 50 miles away. Nikki went missing in July, and Elizabeth went missing in September. And we have talked many times on this podcast about how sketchy it is that so many missing person cases seem to happen around state lines. And both of these locations are about 30 miles away from Wisconsin. So just
didn't we do another case that was really close to the Minnesota-Wisconsin state line?
Yeah, and it's older. It was like an older case, but yeah, just in general, like it's something that I noticed. There are also like awkwardly several big lakes and rivers between these locations in Wisconsin.
Okay.
So just like, again, noticing things. Both women went missing just outside of where they lived. Both women went missing without their cell phones. Both women went missing without any keys to vehicles or any kind of transportation.
Wow.
Within a 3-month window.
Whoa.
So again, like I'm sure law enforcement would like roll their eyes if we like said, hey, these cases could be linked. Like they'd be like, probably not.
Sorry, what was the other girl's name?
Elizabeth Mead. Elizabeth Mead.
What was she doing?
So she lived in a group home.
Okay.
There was actually an article that was posted 2 days ago that didn't really have any new updates. And basically it was saying like the police are not releasing any updates about this case.
Okay.
So they must have some information, but they are not releasing that. So, you know, it's kind of, you know, there's a lot that we're still waiting to learn, but I don't know. It just, to me, it's like that's a similar situation in a short period of time. 2 women that look very similar in a very short like area. So yeah, I don't know. It was just something to me. I'm just like, we'll post a picture of Nikki Anderson on our Instagram and Facebook page. You can see what she looks like. But just my Minneapolis people, I've been thinking about you through this case. Just be careful up there.
Outside in your front yard, you need to be careful.
Yeah, like there's 2 similar missing persons cases in your area that happened in a 3-month window in the last 6 months.
Creepy.
Yeah, that's pretty creepy. So if you have any information about Nikki's case, please call Dakota County Sheriff's Office at 651-438-TIPS. Yeah, there's a 0% chance she wandered off or walked away on her own.
No, you don't leave your life willingly when you're 2 weeks away from being cancer-free without any of your belongings.
Yeah.
I would definitely be, I'm interested in this current boyfriend that has a somewhat, well, is a shady past.
He's in jail right now.
In jail.
Yeah.
So I want to know why he's in jail. I want to know why he was on parole. I got questions for the boyfriend.
Yeah. I mean, clearly somebody knows something.
Someone always knows something.
This podcast is a So.Will.I.Studos production. So will I.
Johnny, question for you.
Yeah.
If I was somewhere in Kokomo and it wasn't our house and it wasn't the flower shop, where would I be?
Easy. Humble home.
Yes, you're right. You guys, listen up. Humble Home is my absolute favorite place to be for so many reasons. No matter what I am looking for, I always check Humble Home first. Clothes, shoes, toys, decor, furniture, makeup, they literally always have something that I need. They have brand name items for cheap. Their inventory is constantly changing, so it's part of my weekly routine to do a Humble Home walkthrough. You absolutely need to stop by. I promise you won't be disappointed. While it is a discount store, it's not your average discount store. It's clean, organized, and everything has its place. I get zero anxiety when I go in, unlike other discount stores. And no matter what you're shopping for, a home project, gifts, home decor, even seasonal decor, they will have it. They are open Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Sunday from noon to 5. You can follow them on Facebook at Humble Home Kokomo and watch for new items every single day. And for our Lafayette, Indiana listeners, I have exciting news. They are opening a second location in Lafayette soon. As soon as I have the details, I will let you know their opening date. Get excited.
If you like Missing Midwest, you will love Murdered Midwest. For just $5 a month, you can get access to an extra episode each week, plus over 50 backlogged episodes. Subscribe using the link in the show notes.